Hi, this is Jen, and I mentioned before that I wanted to talk a little bit about travel. So over spring break, we traveled to South Carolina, and it was great. We had a great time. We went to Hilton Head Island, old sweatshirt from there. I've been going there since I was in middle school. We don't go every year. But I've gone, for decades, off and on. It's kind of my mom's side of the family thing. We just hang out with my mom's side of the family, and it's kind of a family reunion. This year was especially important because my daughter goes to college far away, and I don't get to see her much, and she doesn't really like to come home. So, she wanted to go to Hilton Head this year with everybody, so it was a lot of fun. The weather was pretty decent, 60s, 70s. I like to do more active vacations, so we didn't, we're not like big beach layer outers and getting tans. That's not really our thing. So we played some soccer on the beach, volleyball, walked on the beach. Riding beach bikes is a big thing there, so we biked on the beach and on all the paved trails that they have. We visited the nature center, played one day of tennis, even though I wanted to play every day, but we only made it to one day. Did some swimming in the pool. My daughters and my brother and his son, my nephew, they went in the ocean. It was freezing. A lot of people were going in, but I'm just not a big swimmer, and if it's cold, I just can't do it. So on the beach, I did have my bathing suit on, but it was covered with spandex and a long sleeve shirt, so it was a little on the coolish side, but it was still beautiful. Saw lots of beautiful trees and wildlife, and it was just so nice to get away and to be by the ocean and to feel humidity. Like, it actually felt good. I'm going to get onto my Hilton Head trip and show you some videos and pictures of what we did there. The first night we went for a midnight stroll, and it was a clear night. It was beautiful. It was warm and humid with this wonderful warm breeze. Loved it. The water is so amazingly peaceful. I think it's like 6:30 in the morning. Sunrise is at 7:18. I'm just standing here, my eyes closed, listening to the waves, just feeling the water brush up against my toes. It's a little coolish, but it feels refreshing. And it's really warm outside. It feels like it's 65. Just beautiful. Hopefully those clouds don't hinder the sunrise. Hopefully it's still beautiful. We shall see. It's also super cool to have almost no one else on the beach. There's a few other people, but it's cool to have the beach to yourself, like 99% to yourself. Getting brighter. Well, it's not the best sunrise, but it's still beautiful. Got about 5 more minutes until it's 7:18, so we'll see where this goes. The coolest thing at our villa was our resident alligator in the backyard in the pond, Dino. Dino did this mating ritual for us, which was crazy. Here it comes. There were also these other cute little tiny lizards that flared out their neck when they were angry. There were tons of birds. Little Bluey here kept trying to get into our villa. Herons, and just so cool with the wildlife and the trees, and our pond back there. It was so much fun just to go out on the deck and watch it. The tennis courts were right there next to our villa too, but we only got to play that one day. But it was still fun. Of course, we ate a lot of good food. We went to town and saw the lighthouse. The pier at Harbor Town had great views of the pelicans. Just loved watching them. They really are pretty funny birds. We also did some shopping at Cligney Plaza, and the Rock Shop was our favorite shop. Just fun to walk around and find some stuff. We went to the beach many times, and this was our setup with our bikes and blankets and sheets. It was pretty windy most of the time we were there, but we still hung out. It was just so great to be by the ocean. We saw lots of wildlife and did some biking. So I'm gonna show you my bike ride. So these are the bikes here, beach cruisers. And this is the highway just along the beach. The sand gets really hard and it's perfect for a bike cruise. The only issue is if it's really windy, then it's really hard to come back in one of the directions. So you gotta plan accordingly. All right, we go. Seabirds. Awesome. Real simple bike. Got a basket and my Crocs. No helmet. Kind of feels good. I love when these tide pools form where water stays from when the tide goes out. Bird in the tide pool. That's it. So cool. Look what I found in the tide pool. A sand dollar. Now when I used to come here in middle school, because we've been coming here for decades, the whole beach used to be loaded with sand dollars, and I'm gonna admit that we dug some up, took some back to our villa and bleached them, and we still have them today. And I do feel terrible about it because they're such beautiful creatures, and you really need to just leave everything be. The shells, the life, you know, everything just needs to stay, try to survive, and then become part of the sand in the ocean again. So I'm sorry, sand dollars, for digging you up. I'm gonna flip you over. Okay, there's the front. I flipped it over. I might bury it a little bit, but it's so beautiful, and it's so awesome that I found one again, because they're so rare now. There's a horseshoe crab too. Can you see it? Just the shell. The birds probably ate the crab part, but those things are big. Getting that exercise and going against the wind, and then it'll be super easy and smooth on the way back. All those little blocks in the sand are jellyfish just washed up, dying, hopefully becoming bird food. Like in a rainstorm, we got stuck, but we were prepared with rain gear at least. We are in the nature preserve on the island. It's like a big marsh. Lots of birds. Gators, we haven't seen any yet. I saw a rabbit for the first time here. Ferns are super cool. Bird right there, just holding still. I don't know what kind of bird that is. Oh, it must be. Maybe it's gonna catch something and it's just watching it. Uh-oh, is it gonna go? Got a fish. Is that a fish? Just leaves? Hello, this is Jen. We're at the Nature Preserve on Hilton Head Island. It's a boggy marsh, and we're on the rice walk right now, so it's raised up, and you can see the marsh down below. Pretty cool. Might be some duckweed down there. Spanish moss. Little nest. Through the legs. Little lizard hiding in the frond. Turtle. Last day at the beach. The moon is out. Pretty cool. Saw some dolphins. Beautiful day. Feeling fortunate. Sun's going down. Beautiful evening. For our last night. We had a really wonderful trip, visiting with family, visiting with my older daughter. So grateful to see her. My mind is at peace and I feel refreshed, and think I'm ready to head home and see my husband and all my fur babies. Until next time, Hilton Head.